Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 14th to the 20th. Let's see what we have coming up here for you this week. Oh, how interesting. Gemini got the same exact card here. Home. I want to pick one more, actually. Can I have one more here? What about home for Cancer? Okay, I'm hearing moving home. Some of you may be moving or relocating. There is new home, and home in the sense of like, even in a broader sense, like more on a spiritual sense. This feeling of home is going to change for you. So there's like some shift that's happening. There's some shift that's happening between where you have previously had experiences, your life, this journey up until now. And it's like you're embarking on a new beginning and your physical reality is shifting as well. So home for you is going to look really different. Like I see some of you like completely moving to maybe another state, another country, it's another place. And I feel like you're going to be there a long time, like a long-term kind of permanent move, maybe permanent, but at least long-term. And it's going to feel like home though. You know, it's like where you're settling down and you're going to be there for a while. So there's this shift happening there. Let me pick one more here. It's like you're prepping for that. It may not necessarily happen this week, but I feel as though you might be preparing for that, or that's the energies that are coming in here for you. There's like a need for you're being guided into like into a new path for you. And that involves, yeah. So rock bottom. So I just kind of see this as like you're kind of closing up a chapter. Like you've kind of reached the end of something. 10s are usually, completion numbers. So you're at the end of the road. You're at the end of the road, end of the journey of something. You're tying up loose ends. You're closing up a chapter here and you're getting ready for your new beginning. And you're in that planning, preparation stage. So, okay. Let's see what else we have going on here for you for this week. What's going on for Cancer this week? Okay. So you have the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. What do you need to know about the 3 of Swords for Cancer here? What do you need to know about the 3 of Swords for Cancer? I'm hearing something about a wound that has been unattended, like something that has been almost like maybe someone has hurt you, or some kind of experience has hurt you or left you feeling left out, but it's something that was left undealt with, but now it's kind of resurfacing and maybe being addressed, about some kind of experience that may have left you feeling like out in the cold, there's something here about there's something about neglect, or something about feeling abandoned. What do we need to know about this for Cancer? Oh, look at that. Okay, 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Rods. I'm hearing the word making amends. Making amends. And I'm hearing the word about like kind of careless. Like there's someone that you might have connected with in the past that might have been careless with the way that they approach some kind of situation, or some kind of like situation or connection with you. And it's like they weren't focused on you. Like they were just kind of, but there's something here about making amends. There's something here about wanting to make amends. What do we need to know about this for Cancer? Knight of Rods and the 3 of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. So clear, I'm hearing the words clear communication. So communicating clearly about maybe where someone was coming from. wanting to speak their truth. Speak their truth. So what does Cancer need to know? What should Cancer do about this? I feel like it's actually closure. There's some kind of closure that's coming in here for you about some kind of situation from the past, is what it feels like. Like wanting to repair some kind of damage that was caused and bringing closure to some kind of situation. Rods, Ace of Swords. It feels like this person might have done some like soul searching, you know, like had to maybe went through some experiences and, you know, really, okay, so what I'm hearing is like, you know, it's like this person went through some experiences and realized something about this connection where they may have like neglected, abandoned, or kind of left something in shambles, or left someone in pain maybe. And there's like this need for closure, like communication, needing to reconcile in some way. And I feel like the Eight of Cups is also, I'm seeing is maybe it will also give you some kind of release and help you to move on from something or walk away from something or let something go. There's closure. I feel like closure is going to be some kind of important thing that happens this week. Closure to something. What else do we need to know about this? Let me just grab that. You have a card that fell. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So I feel like Cancer, you are actually the King of Swords here, is what I'm seeing. I see you being very, very good at kind of making the right investments in the right things. It's like you're putting your energy, it feels like you're putting a lot of your energy into your own work, maybe some projects that you're creating or things that you're building for yourself. Like that is where the majority, it's like you've learned through these experiences how to create your own abundance, how to create your own stability and security. And that may be something that this experience may have taught you. So there may have been some kind of experience in the past that may have left you feeling really abandoned, neglected, without, and it built up this strength in you to kind of learn how to maybe like build your own business or like to create your own abundance. It put you on that path, like it pushed you onto that path through some kind of painful experience. And it's almost like you really learned the lesson that you needed to learn there, and you incorporated it, you embodied it, and you became it. Like you became your own support. You have learned to, you make wise investments in things. You use your intellect, your reasoning. You are very good at seeing through people as well. You're very good at, there's very little doubt in your mind when it comes to making certain decisions or even about certain people. And I feel like that is kind of bringing about a closure to some kind of experience, the experience that put you on this path in the first place. So it's like the very thing that kind of pushed you onto this path is now circling back around to come to a close so you can finally let it go and release it. Okay, Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're kind of looking at what you have this week. So especially if you are preparing for like a move or going somewhere else, buying like a home somewhere, then you may be like budgeting or kind of looking at what do I have and where do I need to kind of save my money a bit here and be a bit more conservative so I have enough for the future. And see, look, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is balancing out. You may also have like a multiple projects that you're working on. I feel like you're kind of you're busy. Like you have a lot of things that you're trying to get in order for you to kind of make some kind of move or shift. I really feel like some of you are moving here. What else do you need to know about the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles? Cards are just flying everywhere these days. Okay. And we have the Five of Swords reversed. Interesting. I need to know about the Five of Swords reversed. Oh, they're saying it's not reversed. Okay. It fell down reversed. Okay, not reversed. I'm being drawn to the setting sun in the background, actually. And they're kind of saying that the sun is setting on this. The sun is setting on maybe experiences where you feel like you had to I need to know about this. Maybe almost like the sun is setting on, I'm hearing something about survival. So it's almost like needing to feel like we always need to kind of coming out of a sense of survival mode is what I'm hearing. Like, I feel like there's something coming in here for you. We're going to be able to live a little bit more like abundantly or more free, especially just even mentally. Like, even if you have more than enough in your physical world, it's like sometimes there's a mindset, of like, I don't have enough or I'm afraid, that I'm going to lose something. So I think there's something here about a mindset of like a fear of something or someone or something kind of happening that is coming to an end as well. You're healing some kind of situation that may have like caused these like patterns or certain ways of thinking in order to survive, of course, but I feel like there's something shifting or changing there. You're kind of allowing yourself to lay something to rest. The Knight of Swords. So there also may be like a confession here with the Knight of Swords, of someone kind of coming in or just information coming in, just some kind of message or information. Maybe some of you may even pick up on it psychically or hear about it through like a reading or something, some sense of deception or some sense of like someone kind of doing something to keep something from you or to hinder you in some way, to hold you back. I feel like there may have been some kind of dynamic here where someone withheld some kind of energy from you. So whether that's affection, love, or just, money or something like that. But there's something coming to light because we also have the Judgment card here. So you're making a judgment call, but this is also about finding out the truth about some kind of deceptive behavior or something that was maybe done, undercover or behind the scenes without you knowing, but I feel like there's communication happening here about that. Yeah, look at that. Seven of Swords and the Devil. Okay, so definitely something being done behind your back or someone kind of trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and that's coming to light. So there's a significant truth, something you need to see, something you need to know, and I feel like that truth will help you to, again, bring closure to a situation, help you to say goodbye to it. It helps you like make some kind of final decision or final choice. I feel like you have a lot of happiness, especially with this 10 of Cups. Maybe some of you are getting ready to commit to someone or getting ready to make some significant move. There's some big change, abundant change on the horizon here for you. And I think what's happening is before you get on this path, there are some things that we need to kind of sort through before you get on that path, is kind of what I'm sensing from Spirit. So that's why there's a lot of things coming to light, like things you never knew, things that have held you back, but you never realized that was the thing that's holding you back. So you're seeing a lot of things coming out into the light so you can process them, understand them, do what you need to do with them in order for you to give yourself permission to put something behind you, bring closure to it, close the chapter, walk away from it, or if you want, like, rebuild it somehow, just depending on what the situation is. And then move on to your new beginning with like a renewed, fresh, clean energy and start where you're not really bringing baggage with you. And sometimes we have baggage without realizing we do. Some things we think we forgot about or we moved on from, and then kind of creeps back up and it kind of brings up all these memories or these triggers. But I feel like there's a lot coming out here for you where you're needing to see, like, Spirit wants you to see, the truth about certain people or the truth about some kind of story or something that, you didn't know about. So it's like there's justice here. There's a balancing of the scales so you can move forward with more. I feel like this time right now, just in general, the stories are different for different signs and different readings, but there seems to be this underlying message of a lot of things kind of rebalancing themselves. So people kind of finding out the truth about things that they never knew. And it's all being done for the right, like bring something to justice, or to bring some scales to balance themselves out, because a lot of us have like these really beautiful new beginnings because we've been on this path of like spiritual growth. And I feel like a lot of us are reaching this pinnacle point where we're ready to step into a path of service and a path of, there's always going to be healing left to do, but I feel like there's this new journey that we're embarking on. But I feel like for a lot of us, before we kind of get on that journey, there's some like loose ends almost like that we're tying up, and Spirit is giving us that opportunity to really like heal something, close the chapter on something, understand something, and help us to make a decision of what we want to bring with us and what we don't. So I feel like that's what's kind of happening right now. Okay, 10 of Cups. What do we need to know about this? Look at this. Beautiful. Okay. 6 of Cups. So this could be like a connection from your past. This could be something returning from the past. This could also, I'm hearing give and take. So there's also maybe a connection that you are in or that's coming in here for you that has a really good equal give and take. It has a very pure, innocent energy to it. There's like no strings attached. There's no like hidden agendas or mind games or anything. It's very, very much very beautiful. Yeah. So there's this offer. There's like you're making like this decision or choice or this agreement with another person, I kind of feel like. And it's like this agreement to invest in each other and to invest in some kind of connection with another person or a relationship. So that's coming in here for you as well. So you have a lot of things kind of closing, ending, and reconciling as you walk into this new commitment or a new investment partnership with another. Whoops. So we have the 9 of Swords. What do we need to know about the 9 of Swords here for Cancer? So worries, anxieties about the connection, maybe worries, anxieties about marriage or about, this milestone that you have in your life. Why are we worried and why do we have anxieties and worries here? Wow, beautiful. Is this sustainable? Is this going to last long term? Is kind of what I'm sensing. Like, I'm worried that these are very beautiful cards, by the way, 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So that is definitely marriage material. That is definitely, a wise investment or, decision. So you have some really beautiful cards here. But we do have the 9 of Swords. So I feel like there just may be some worries or fears or like just some things that like remind you of maybe previous experiences. But I think that is kind of coming up here so you can clear it, so you can put those worries, anxieties down or release them, or however that resonates for you. And will I be safe is kind of what I'm hearing. Will I be safe? Am I safe to make this decision or this choice? Maybe something you had to fight for, something that you really had to go through a lot of heartbreak and experiences in order to get to this place. And I think that sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming to believe if it's real or not, like if this is just going to end up like all the other connections that I've ever been in. But I don't think so though, because you manifested this. This is something that you called in based off of your journey so far, the experiences you had and the work that you do on yourself and the work that you put out into the world. So you're attracting, you have learned to embody, especially because we have the beautiful Queen of Cups here, which I always associate with you, Cancer, is like this empathic, caring, compassionate, really has learned the art of self-love and self-value and self-worth. And so you're mirroring, so whatever it is that you're embodying, you're attracting whatever you're embodying. So it's mirroring back to you. And I feel like you have attracted a relationship that also loves and nurtures, respects you as well, just as you do yourself. And so that is the product. It's like the product or the result of your work, your journey, and where you are right now. And I think that you have every right to celebrate it and to enjoy it and to embrace it. And the 9 of Wands here. So it's like you're moving on to your new path. You've learned the lessons you've needed to learn. Definitely not walking away with any, definitely walking away, not without its scars, but I mean, you have definitely learned, some significant spiritual lessons that you needed to learn on your path, and you're ready to move forward in your life here. There's a lot of wisdom that you're going into this new path with, a lot of beautiful wisdom. And I'm also hearing that there will be a lot of people that will look to you for that wisdom, that will kind of lean on you for that wisdom. You'll be seen as someone who is a beacon of light for a lot of people. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Okay, let's go into, so we have the moon at the bottom of the deck here. So into the unknown, into a new beginning where we're not really sure, but I'm hearing the word trust. So trusting that you are being guided down the right path. And this is kind of this test of trusting the path ahead and trusting spirit, even if we don't really know what's ahead for us. Let's look into some oracle cards. What's a challenge for Cancer this week? Yeah, transformation. So I think that this just is coming from the growth period. You may also be very nostalgic this week as well, like really reflecting back on past experiences and how far, like all the things you had to go through in order to get to where you are, really honoring yourself that way. I feel like self-care is going to be really, really important here for you. And I'm hearing like cleaning up. I feel like you're cleaning up a lot of things and allowing yourself to move forward and push forward in your path. So very beautiful. You should be very proud of yourself, Cancer. I feel like you've reached like this big milestone right now. So very beautiful. Let's pick one more. Stillness. Yeah. Maybe just really busy and have a lot on your mind and a lot of things to do. So maybe not a whole lot of time for quiet time, but definitely a whole lot of time for you to reflect on things. Like you may just be reflecting and have it be in your mind. You may also kind of see things kind of show up in your world, in your daily life, like conversations with other people or just experiences that you have out in your day-to-day life that kind of remind you of things that where spirit's kind of like trying to bring things to your attention, and you're going to be able to see those or spot those out in the world, you know. It'll be like just falling in your lap kind of thing, and it'll spark some kind of memory, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing, and then they'll kind of help you to kind of look at something. So, you know. Okay, what is something positive for Cancer this week? Something positive for Cancer this week. Beautiful. Yeah. So knowing that there's change on the horizon here, that there's things shifting and moving, finally is kind of what you're feeling. I feel like you might have been in like a period of stagnancy for quite some time. So I think that this is going to be like a really important time for you to kind of prepare for this big change that's coming with this action card. How about one more? Gateway. Yeah. So definitely going through into new path. So you're preparing, you're in preparation mode for a new beginning here. That's where you're at. Okay. Messages from the unicorns for Cancer. Message from the unicorns. Yeah, look at that. Trust. I kind of feel like that goes with this moon card here. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. Yeah. So it's like I also kind of feel like one of the important messages here for you this week is also allowing yourself to let go of the fears and the anxieties of like something repeating from the past, and just acknowledging how far you've come and that it won't repeat just because you have you're different now. You're a different person now. And so the things that you attract to yourself are different. So trusting your path ahead and believing in yourself. You have a very beautiful new beginning ahead of you. And I really like this reading for you, actually, Cancer. So I wish you the best. And if this reading resonated, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Cancer.